afternoon. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professionals. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professionals. Thank you all for joining us and staying with us till the end. Honorable knowledge seekers, today I am your host for the afternoon. My name is Ananda. I am from Bangladesh. Dear knowledge seekers, I am proud to be associated with IGP. IGP is a social and ISO certified international education and training institute. In the last 3 years, we have already served 35 million plus knowledge seekers from 100 plus countries. IGP is internationally recognized and globally accredited. We are connected to more than 450 plus professions and 4,500 plus organizations. Institute of Global Professionals (IGP) is a training facility for skill development which was founded in 2020 and is generating competent candidates to meet demand in the global labor market by providing professional qualifications. The Institute of Global Professionals is an education institute that provides social work globally recognized and reputable. We serve students and community resources, providing holistic and social work and education. We believe that it's not effective to increase one's skill just by acquiring formal education. So we provide effective training and consultation to generate profession generation all over the world. We distribute our services locally, nationally, and internationally to student job seeker, job holders, and also for learners through respective campus and distance learning platform. We are an occupational and dependable institution. IGP is one of the famous online institutes from all over the world. Our vision is education isn't a business product, it's a part of our human rights. Based on our vision, we are trying to reach all corners of the world for free webinars, seminars, and courses, our quiz competition, mentoring, and counseling, etc. On the other side, we are also trying to offer more than 100 premium services for free, like our portfolio website, resume builder, cover letter, motivational letter, and one knowledge platform for gathering general knowledge, which can upgrade all day. Kids learning games website, free courses, converter sites, and many more. We help to empower you to learn to their expectation and dreams and become highly skilled people. We implement civil training program, webinar and offline online courses for youth and learners by professional trainers, speakers, coaches. Our sessions are conducted by globally renowned professionals to develop all kind of youth and to promote their education of their abilities and personalities. Spreading knowledge is crucial for the Institute of Global Professionals. We believe that knowledge is love and light and vision. So we try to understand needs to this generation and will serve them with good research and practice methods. We must have a genuine concern for the learners. We represent more diversity, growth, and innovation are required. To lead a session with professionalism, passion, and integrity, IGP members are committed to offering effective, best quality service and continual improvement so that individuals who seek their information and can improve their skill levels and value. Before we move to the next, let me remind don't forget to share, take, and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable to us. Thank you. Before we move to the next, let me remind don't forget to share, take, mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable to us. Thank you. Moving to the next, with your continuous support, we have already completed 2,258 webinars successfully. Moving to the next, with your continuous support, we have already completed 2,258 webinars successfully. Dear IGP speakers, participants, and well-wishers, at this moment, this is a very important message for you all. We changed and designed our website www.eduigp.com. On this website, we have surprises for everyone. Hope you will be benefited. We already launched our new website where you can find all our previous activities together with lots of new features. But one strong point is that without an account or logged in, you cannot enjoy our services. So create your account for once with your proper information. Note that with your proper information, you will enjoy all features. With mismatches data, you can do anything here. From now on, you have to participate in live quiz competition on our website. We replace Slido. You have to join directly on our website. Now you can check all of our previous webinars with verified e-certificates. Now it's easier and time oriented because after this session, we will not provide you with any code for certification. You have to take part in one exam. After that, if you pass, you will receive your certificate, otherwise not. But you can take part in an exam unlimited till you pass. If you are an IGP speaker, you can download all your previous certificates, speakership certificates. If you are a host of IGP, you can download your certificate of gratitude. If you are an online quiz competition winner, you can download your certification of participation. If you are selected for a lifetime membership, then you can download a certificate of lifetime membership easily. Besides this, if you participated in any award function which organized combined with IGP, you can download that also. You can instantly prepare and download 18 type of instant certificate from our website within a minute. Certificate of Global Professional Membership, Certificate of Global Influencer during the pandemic, Certificate of Active Knowledge Seeker, Certificate of Social Activist during the pandemic, Certificate of Achievement IGP Knowledge Seeking Campaign 2020, Certificate of Achievement IGP Knowledge Seeking Campaign 2021, Certificate of Achievement Knowledge Seeking Campaign 2022, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 1 Authentic Assessment in Teaching Learning, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 2 Teaching English as a Foreign Language and Assessment, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 3 Digital Classroom Engagement 2, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 4 The New Trends in Education, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 5 Upskill Organizational Leadership and Managerial Skills, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 6 Trends in Innovation in Mathematics Education, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 7 Research a Comprehensive Approach, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 8 Art in Teaching a Special Program in the Arts, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 9 21st Century Tools in Teaching Mathematics, Certificate of IGP Corporate Ambassador, Certificate of IGP Campus Ambassador, which you can prepare and download within a minute. From now on, you can participate in 1000 plus international level quizzes with a verified e-certificate. Teaching tips for teachers, health tips for parents, health tips for teens, gamification tools for teachers. You can join IGP Alumni. You can check out our 50 plus premium services websites for free and many more. Dear IGP well-wisher, we promised previously, but lack of our technical issue, we are late sending you on time. This is a great opportunity to collect your previous credential. You solve all issue from our website. Now you can enroll, reset password, everything. Now you can check your dashboard for our webinar status. It's a cordial request to you. Check all buttons and pages on our website. Surely I can say you will be benefited. Thank you, but know that without any account or logged in, you cannot enjoy our services. At present, we are going to start our 2257 program, and program name is Electronic Management, and our honorable knowledge speaker is Dr. Samia Ismail Skaik. And now is very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with her presentation. Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Now I can hear
Yes,
you. Yes, ma'am.
yes, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you properly.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, miss.
Yes, ma'am.
Can
I
you
can
hear
hear.
me?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Hello,
Yes, ma'am.
hello, can you
Yes,
hear me?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. On behalf of IGP Knowledge Seeker wants to hear from you about you, ma'am. Now the stage is your, ma'am. Over to you, ma'am.
You hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, ma'am. Now
Okay.
the stage is your, ma'am. Over to you, ma'am.
lecturer today. Welcome to Samia's Daily Cake. I'm from Palestine. I'm a manager in the Ministry of Education and Higher Education. First of all, I'd like all of you to pray for my family in Gaza who are suffering from this savage and barbaric attack from the Israeli occupation. All the safe, I hope for them, inshallah. My lecture today is entitled Electric Management, um, and the most seek to activate electric management as a new trend in contemporary management. The world has become an active movement to invest all modern technologies of information and communication systems developed in the work of organizations. Whether they are business organizations or governmental organizations, and transforming them into electronic organizations that use the internet to accomplish all their work and its administrative transactions of planning, organizing, directing, and controlling, as well as fulfilling all its functions of marketing, production, financing, investment, office work, and other works with a global mentality and very quickly. Many experts agree that activating electronic management will solve many problems, starting with the completion of bureaucratic procedure and preparing society for an advanced stage of electronic transactions, which is characterized by quality and speed of completion without consuming time and paper. It seems that the time is to apply that, especially since many productions preceded this activation, as they were applied in many departments such as passports and the Ministry of Labor, in addition to many other bodies in which electronic transactions were used. They achieved many successes in many factors, including time efficiency and reduction in routine procedures, which many entities and departments have suffered from. The need seems to be urgent to implement this new system, especially since the majority of citizens are fully prepared to receive electronic administration through several important points. The first of which is that the majority use computers, which means that there are no difficulties in the arrival of these new transactions, as well as the success of previous experiences in several government agencies. However, there are many obstacles that must be overcome, according to experts and specialists, who stress the need to increase investment and infrastructure in addition to connected efforts with service provided, for example, in many countries, to reach good services that achieve complete satisfaction with them, stressing the need of collaborating efforts with service providers to reach services that meet expectations. What is electric management? What do we mean by electric management? It is a modern system based on electronic technology and aims to transform the traditional management to electronic management that depends on the use of computer and its applications in the administrative, materialistic, and technical aspects of the institution, measured by the degree to the sections of the study tool onto the axis of applying electronic management. Information resources that depend on the internet and business networks, and it tends An administrative strategy, this is another definition. What do we mean by electronic management? It is an administrative strategy with the information age, working to achieve better services for citizens, institutions, and their customers with optimal utilization of available information sources by employing the material, human, and moral resources available in a modern electronic framework in order to optimize the use of time, money, and effort, and to achieve the demands targeted and with the required quality. And also it means a group of partners and entities that deal efficiently and effectively through the use of systems and mechanisms of information technology and superior and advanced communications to perform business in an organized and accurate manner. The use of modern information and communication technology means to manage the activities of the institution and provide its services electronically to reach the achievement of the objectives of the institution with the least effort, cost, and fastest time. Some of the differences between the electronic management and between electronic management and traditional management. First of all, electronic management is a management type that deals with unlimited time, whereas traditional management is a management type that deals in the context of predefined time limits. Number two, loyalty and digital electronic management can be formed or from a network share, whereas in traditional management, it depends on the individuals and information. Number three, the secret to success of electronic management is the ability or is in the ability to work and interact in an environment of transparency of information and competitiveness. Whereas the traditional management depends on the withholding of information for reasons of confidentiality. Traditional management depends on traditional means of communication among the various parties involved, whereas electronic management depends on the use of electronic networks to communicate. Then, or the next component is traditional management requires direct communication between parties involved, whereas electronic management does not require direct communication. It is enough to be on the electronic communication network at the same time. The next component is the traditional management, or the next difference is the traditional management concept is based on hierarchical division and planning for orders from the up-down orders. What are the objectives of electronic management and their importance? There are many goals for electronic management as mentioned, including the following. First of all, development of management in general by using modern digital technologies in terms of solutions and systems. Then fighting bureaucracy and eliminating the complexities of daily work, then providing information and data to decision makers in an appropriate and timely manner, and raising the level of the control process. Then it improves economic recovery and attracting investment through advanced mechanisms available in institutions. Then reducing operating costs by reducing the number of files and saves for safekeeping, the amount of paper used, and the rapid completion of the transaction. Then a better communication and a greater connection between departments of the same institution. Managing and following up the various headquarters of the institution as if it were a central unit. Then managing and following up the various headquarters of the institutions, as we said, as if they are in they were in a central unit. Then reducing decision-making obstacles by providing data and linking it to decision-making centers. Then reducing spending in monitoring the operation of senior management. The next, providing data and information to the beneficiaries immediately. Then development of management in general by using modern digital technologies in terms of solutions and systems, which would develop administrative work and thus raise the efficacy and productivity of the employee and create a new generation of cadres capable of dealing with technologies. Then fighting bureaucracy and eliminating the complexities of daily work and providing information and data, as we said, to decision makers in appropriate speed and time, and raising the level of control process. Then improve economic recovery and attract investment through the advanced mechanisms available in the relevant institutions. Then reducing operating costs by reducing the amount of files and saves for safety keepings, as we said, and then fighting bureaucracy and eliminating the complexities of daily work. Um, Then we are going to talk about the importance of electronic management. Through the services introduced by electronic management to organizations, electronic management has become of great importance, not limited to the level of the organization, but has become of great importance to society. Lower production costs, as we said before, the expansion of the market, and directing production according to the needs and desires of customers and consumers, and improving product quality and avoid the risks of paper handling. Electronic management in schools may be required for several reasons, including the following. As all my subjects, they are almost talking about schools and about education. Then we are going to talk about electronic management in schools. They may be required for several reasons, including the following. First of all, the increasing cost of complex procedures and processes in business. Instant decisions and recommendations, which would otherwise cause a lack of electronic application, and a need of consolidate data at the institution level, then a need to provide circulation data for employees in the organization, and difficulty in measuring the performance rate. Um, Electronic management functions and components. Functions of electronic management, the tremendous development in the current era, the era of technical wealth, has led to clear changes in the traditional functions of management that have turned into electronic functions in order to optimize the use of time, money, effort, and energies. Traditional administrative and modern management has become dependent on information systems in planning and designing organizational structures, managing teamwork, and achieving coordination and remote control. There are 8 basic requirements for the implementation of an electronic management system as follows. First of all, the availability of infrastructure, including the modern communication networks and data being able to secure communication and information transfer between organizations, and organizations and the community. In addition to the system and to information technology resources, then providing the human resources trained in the use of modern technologies. The third requirement is training and capacity building, including training of staff to use computers and run conduct networks and database databases of information and data. The third requirement, or the fourth, sorry, the availability of an appropriate number of internet service providers. The next, the existence of legislation and legal text, which is the structure that supposes and endorses the electronic management and lends its legitimacy. Then providing security and e-security provision. Then adequate preparations for the process of reforming and procedural methods in various systems departments. These are the 8 requirements for electronic management. Then there are some basic skills that must be available in e-driving or in electronic driving. Electronic knowledge skills. First of all, we should have electronic knowledge skills such as information technology and computers, available in e-driving or in electric driving. Electronic knowledge skills. This is the first skill, as such as information technology and in computers and electronic communication networks, and their software and good handling of them. Then effective communication skills with others, This requires the need to establish new business relationships through the use of all types of communication, whether written or verbal. Then administrative skills. It includes the skills of motivating other individuals in the organization towards teamwork and cooperation, in addition to the skills of planning, organizing, following up, and controlling. Moreover, leaders and managers in this era make sure to follow all new developments in the field of electronic technologies and to have a culture of creativity, openness, and flexibility, which are more essential this era for them to be able to properly and well plan to enter the era of the digital revolution and take advantage of its potential to develop the performance of organizations and raise their production efficacy or efficiency. Electronic control is it is the use of modern technological, and it means within the organization to monitor activities and transactions, as it is considered one of the modern means to solve the problems produced by modern technological developments in detecting job abuse and data leakage. It also has a role in continuously following up the implementation of work and plans and trying to discover deviations from the plans and objectives set while identifying the causes of the deviation and taking measures, corrective action in a timely manner to correct RAP and deviations after detecting errors, misconduct, default, deviation, and corruption, and follow up performance. What are the advantages of electronic control? Electronic control is more close to trust-based oversight than the traditional control, based on official reactions and accountability. And this explains the increasing trend towards emphasizing electronic trust and electronic loyalty between employees and management. And this is what transforms control as balance to control as a process and as a continuous flow. It achieves continuous monitoring instead of periodic monitoring. It also achieves real-time and real-time censorship instead of path-based censorship, as it achieves censorship by clicks instead of monitoring reports. Then minimum internal surprises in control. Nothing is aggravated within the organization without first knowing it, and this reduces to a minimum the internal surprises. Then electronic control requires and stimulates trust-based relationships, which reduce the administrative efforts required in monitoring. Then the electronic control has diminished with time and importance of monitoring based on inputs, processes, or activities in favor of increasing emphasis on results. So it is closer to monitoring with results. Then the electronic control helps everyone to know what is in the organization to a large extent in order to achieve the requirements of control and reduce surprises and crises in the organization. What are the advantages of electronic monitoring? It achieves continuous monitoring instead of periodic monitoring, achieving real-time and real-time censorship. As we said, there is a minimum internal surprises and control. Then electronic control requires and simulates trust-based relationships. Then it has diminished, as we said, the importance of monitoring based on inputs, processes, or activities in favor of increasing and emphasis on results. And then it helps everyone to know what is what is happening in the organization and to a large extent. Then it speeds up services for workers, and it transferring documents electronically in a more effective manner. Then it reduces the cost. Knowing those who are negligent at work in an advanced manner, then less prone to errors. Then it clarifies the documents required of citizens and in an easy way and simple way. Then it reduces the need for additional buildings. Also, it reduces road congestion due to the less need to go to the government institutions and fast retained for to data. It provides a lot of time for employees. It obtains data and information related to work at any time and anywhere. And then it increases the efficacy or efficiency of administrative work. Then it increases the link between the sub-departments and the main department. Of electronic or the merits of electronic management. And now we are going to talk about disadvantages of electronic management. First of all, it lacks a human interaction. Number two, the employees sense that the management is monitoring them for a distance. Number three, ease of penetration. Number four, the researchers add to these defects lack of self-censorship and manipulation of electronic systems by some specialists. Then electronic espionage, and it is accessing secure information on another computer over the network, and the unauthorized persons are not allowed to view it. Often, this information is extremely confidential and important to its owner, and these actions are done with the intent to harm others. Then hacking, this is another disadvantage, hacking. It is someone who tries to access computer and information systems illegally by searching for weaknesses in security protection systems. The next disadvantage is unemployment, as it is the application of electronic management that leads to an increase in the unemployment rate as a result of dispensing with services and hiring new workers. The next disadvantage is social communication, where the application of electronic management leads to a lack of contact with members of society, as places of review are among the most important places of communication. Another disadvantage or demerit is the loss of privacy, where the electronic interaction of people can layer the privacy of others. Then loss of security, as electronic transactions result in many transactions, the most important of which are electronic transfers and financial transactions via credit card. Another demerit is management paralysis, increasing dependency on the foreign organizations and companies through the applications and programs provided by these companies. The speed of technological development, which leads to the manufacture of modern programs and devices that make all the programs and devices work slowly. Then the culture of the organizations does not match the culture of the internet, as the internet requires openness, transparency, and sharing of information with others, while protecting the company's business and its secrets requires limiting all of this. Then threatening the company's security systems through the crimes of hackers and hackers to the organization's information bases has become a serious threat, not only by the tampering with the company's resources, but also in the core capabilities of the organization. Another disadvantage is the various pressure on e-business or electronic business, including official pressure, cost pressure, technology pressure, customer pressure, and etc. There are some elements of electronic management, and I don't want to talk widely about them. Just abbreviately, the elements are devices and requirements, software of all kinds, communications, information systems, and human cadres. The role of electronic management in improving performance. What is the role of electronic management in improving the workers' performance or the organization performance? The electronic and informatics management plays an important role in improving the performance of the organization, and the importance of these systems has increased in recent times due to the increasing size of government organizations and the complexity of their work and their geographic complexity, which requires an increase in the need of more effective means of monitoring and communication and their systems. Therefore, information technology has become a catalyst for organizations looking for excellence and in its production and to the efficiency and effectiveness in its performance. So organizations accelerate to use modern information technology, such as, let us say, electronic management, to create new and innovative opportunities in several areas, such as raising the level of job performance, improving administrative decisions, simplifying administrative procedures, optimal utilization of available resources, and making changes in the administrative structure and processes, and updating the financial systems, training employees on how to use this technology to ensure that it works properly and in a way that meets the high performance standards that organizations seek and achieve. Therefore, there is a role that the electronic administrative and technology play in improving performance in general. This role is represented in the following. First of all, improving job performance by completing work quickly, efficiently, and accurately with less cost, and increasing the rate of employee performance. Then reducing the routine job burdens placed on the shoulders of the managers, allowing them to use time in strategic planning and formulating the general policies of the organization, which contributes to raising the efficacy and effectiveness of senior management. Then it also increased the sense of belonging and loyalty on the part of the workers towards the organization through the opportunities it provides for easy access to information, which contributes to enhancing their participation in the decision-making process. It also pushes the organization towards achieving the goal of competitive advantage, which highlights the increased and interest in research, development, and training, and contribute in strengthening, building, and developing individual capabilities. It also increases the opportunities available to the ministry and the process of applying new ideas to develop services. Then it also increases the ministry effectiveness in achieving its long-term goals, its strategic goals or objectives in providing services through the use of local and international business network. It also increases the ministry's effectiveness in achieving its long-term goals and providing services through the use of local and international business network. It improves the coordination process between all administrative levels. Sorry. It also improves the coordination process between all administrative levels within the ministry to achieve its goals. Sorry. It also increases the ministry's efficacy or efficiency in utilizing its various resources to generate the required outputs at the lowest possible cost by automating its operations and activities based on computer applications, which contributed in improving the quality of services and reducing variation and disparity in the level of performance. Also, there is a role or a big role in of electronic management in improving administrative performance. That's to say, increase your productivity, accuracy, and speed in completing work. Then providing electronic information, providing the necessary and comprehensive information in a timely manner. Then organizing the daily workload. Then overcoming obstacles that reduce the level of performance, then accurate completion of work. In spite of all these merits and advantages, there are some obstacles which may be faced by managers and um, those who are responsible for or administrators, sorry. There are three kinds of obstacles. First of all, human obstacles, electronic management, a scarcity of prepared and qualified personnel who are capable of dealing with the new electronic management techniques, the lack of financial and material support for those who apply the system in their educational institutions, fear of stakeholders leaking information, lack of training courses specialized in electric management techniques, and a lack of awareness among the beneficiaries of the electronic management, such as the students and parents. But as for technical obstacles, the most important technical obstacles are poor infrastructure for many educational institutions, and this is found in our country, in Arab countries in general, in fact, or maybe in Bangladesh. Insufficient technological capacities or capacities to communication networks in some areas, as a scarcity of available internet for those engaged with electronic school management systems, English only by electronic software and information on networks, insufficient integration of infrastructure, and the use of alternative and incompatible electronic devices by school, which prevent linking. About the third obstacle, financial obstacles, the most important financial obstacles are a lack of financial resources supporting and infrastructure that allows for switching to an electronic management system, lack of resources among educating officials, lack of incentives to encourage the employees to train qualified staff to engage in electronic management. There are some examples of administrative applications of electronic management and the services it provides within universities, such as field of student affairs among the services provided by e-management and distributing students to the departments, following up students' attendance and absence, and extracting students' results to analyze and evaluate them. Personnel affairs, then, it helps in dealing with personnel files in terms of entering organizations and maintaining their data and addresses, providing the different types of services needed by staff at all levels, and following up the employees' evaluation through performance monitoring programs, the field of managing university affairs, and the role of electronic management appears through its applications with regard to the following up various university affairs or school affairs, identifying its coming needs and providing different services like communication applications, official applications, preparation of the weekly lecture schedule, the field of university supplies, which includes constructing a file for all university supplies like furniture and applications, university budget, university library. To conclude, the rapid development of information and communication technology has led to the emergence of a new paradigm and style of management in the face of competition and the increasing or increasing challenge under the bureaucratic administration to improve their business and quality of services, such as the aspect has been called the electronic management or e-government management. E-management or electronic management is the lifeblood of contemporary life and modern administrative demands, and satisfies his ambition to obtain higher capabilities that are easier in managing his life affairs and details. Therefore, the application of electronic management in institutions in an urgent need and is a motivation to overcome administration's problems and achieve organizational excellence at a rapid pace. Thank you very much for listening to me. I hope that you have got the benefits of my lecture. Hope that you will have a good day. Thank you very much. I'm waiting for your questions, and so sorry for the cut of the internet in the beginning of my lecture. Thank you very much. I have finished, Miss. Miss, I have finished my lecture. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your rich content presentation, which can impact our knowledge seekers surely. After your presentation, I hope our knowledge seekers can learn something new, which was our only intention. Learn and grow together, IGP knowledge seekers. Once again, thank you so much, dear ma'am, for your
You're
presentation. Now,
welcome.
ma'am, it's time for our questionnaire session, which is the one more valuable part of our regular webinar. Honorable ma'am, please stay with us. After a short video, we will be back in our session part 2, which is the questionnaire part. Dear IGP
Okay.
knowledge seekers, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After questionnaire, we have webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After questionnaire, we have webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seekers, it's time for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. IGP knowledge seekers, it's time for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we'll start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. www.etyGP.com. Please make sure your presence on our website, find a running session and get enrolled. After watching or completing part 1 video session, click mark as complete. Moving to the next, which is the learning test quiz. Passing mark is 80%. If pass, back to the course again to download your certificate. If fail, to retake the quiz. Download your certificate in PDF or JPG. For your attention, I am going to share the procedure again. Certificate instruction is visit www.etyGP.com. Please make sure your presence on our website and sign up or sign in. Find a running session and get enrolled. After watching or completing part 1 video session, click mark as complete. Moving to the next, which is the learning test quiz. Passing mark is 80%. If pass, back to the course again to download your certificate. If fail, to retake the quiz. Download your certificate in PDF or JPG. Dear IGP knowledge seekers, it's time for the most engaging part of this webinar, which is an online quiz competition, which is our regular webinar activity. We changed a few process for online live quiz competition. Note that after live, no one can participate. Participation process is now time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow instruction carefully. Now time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Visit www.etyGP.com and sign up or sign in. Without this, you can join live quiz competition anymore. Browse the live quizzes button or given link, find the session name and join with your locked website or user account. Click join and wait for a few minutes for others to join. Enjoy an online live quiz competition. After a short video, we will start our quiz session. So our first question is electronic management of drug information or drug informatics. Option A or option B? Correct answer is option B, and 88% people are correct. And our next question is the electronic management system includes option A or option B? Option A is correct and 24% people are correct. And our next question is electronic documents management 8. Option A or option B? Correct answer is option B, and 88% people are correct. And our next question is electronic records management challenges accept. Option A or option B? Correct answer is option B, and 76% people are correct. And our next question is in electronic documents management 8. Option A or option B? Option B is correct and 100% people are correct. And our next question is electronic patient appointment management system. Option A or option B? Correct answer is option B and 94% people are correct. And our next question is electronic management of patient information is option A or option B? Option B is correct and 87% people are correct. And our next question is what does sustainable electronic management promote? Option A or option B? Correct answer is option A and 35% people are correct. And our next question is electronic management of patient information is option A or option B? Correct answer is option B and 94% people are correct. And our next question and final question is electronic management of patient information is option A or option B? Correct answer is option A and 94% people are correct. Congratulations to our webinar online quiz competition winner top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes to finalize the result and after that we will issue our online quiz competition certification on our website and official Facebook page Institute of Global Professionals. Congratulations to our webinar online quiz competition winner top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes to finalize the result and after that we will issue our online quiz competition certificates on our website and official Facebook page Institute of Global Professionals. Congratulations to our webinar online quiz competition winner top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes to finalize the result and after that we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on our website and official Facebook page Institute of Global Professionals. At the end of a session, we can say probably fit your skill, never stop learning because life never stop teaching us. Be happy and stay safe. See you again and again. We want your participation in every program. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. Albert Einstein. Before I say or hit the end life button, once again, thank you all IGP knowledge seekers for your active participation as always. See you in the next session. Thank you.